Okay guys, welcome back to V5 Programming with Mr. T. Okay, we're going to look at some potentiometers real quick, and we're going to be really basic, really quick, but I want to throw you through some of the VEX 5 coding of it. So first off, as a reminder with your potentiometer, you basically have inside the pot is basically an area that starts right around the left side, and it works its way around to the bottom. And it's basically, if you put it with degrees, it would be 0 to 265 degrees. Or if you did it with a range of 0 to 4095, it would be more something like this. So the cool part about V5 is it actually does percentages. So you would basically, where it would say halfway around is 2047.5, it would actually be 50%. So let's just do percentages. It makes it a lot easier to do. Remember, when you mount your pot, you need to make sure that you have the word VEX showing to you and it is upright. That way you know which is zeroed out over here, which is clockwise versus counterclockwise. Okay, so let's hop into the V5 software real quick and let's take a look at what it kind of would look like when you would do this. Okay, first off, I just named the program pot. For potentiometer, we're going to add some devices. Let's just add a motor. Really basic, real simple. We're going to say it's in port 1. We're just going to, it doesn't matter the name. I'm just teaching you some basics here. Here we're going to add a device. We're going to go to 3-wire down here. We're going to find potentiometer. It is located there. We're going to say it is, I think mine is in port E. So we're going to go there. Okay. So there we have it. So now I have a motor. That way we can actually see an action based off of the potentiometer's reading. Okay, so for my class, before anything goes, I would always have them do a 3-second wait, just because that's what we want to have, so it protects the user and the robot. Okay, so now that we have that 3-second wait, let's just have it start the motor from the potentiometer. Now, we're just going to do basic sequencing. So first off, I know that I want to go ahead and get my motor set up. So I'm going to go ahead and just do it forward to velocity at 50%. So we're just going to say it's at 50% velocity no matter what. And we are going to say, okay, we want it to not move until the potentiometer has been turned to, we'll say, greater than 50% of its turn. So what we need to do down here is we need to find a command down here that basically has a wait until. Found one. Boom. Now, I'm just going to set it in there. It has an interesting little shape here, so we need to find that shape so we can match it. We go down, down. Oh, there's some, oh, those are motor sensing. Ooh, those are shapes. Oh, that's not what we want. We want to keep going down. More of those shapes. So they're kind of confusing, but what I mentioned earlier is we want to go greater than. So we're going to find a greater than 50 sign. We're just going to say it is, that we're going to say that's a 50% right there. Now we need to go and we need to find our potentiometer sensing. Here it is right here, and it's actually an oval basically, and we're going to drop that in the oval area of this. So now what we have basically is we have potentiometer E. It's dealing with angles in percentages, is greater than 50%, and the greater than 50% angle, basically nothing is going to happen until it actually reaches that angle. Now what we want to happen is we want the motor to start turning and spinning forward. Here we go. Whenever the potentiometer is greater than 50 degrees, or 50%, excuse me. We could change that if we were to click right there, and you can choose degrees or percentages. Okay, so now and then I'm just going to say, hey, let's just run for 1 second. So delay the next command by 1 second, and then we're going to go ahead and go back to motion. We'll go ahead and do a stop motor right there. So boom, done. Now we're going to hit download, and then we're actually going to see if she runs. So here we go. So we have a motor, and I'm going to put it on the screen. Let's see, there we go. So I'm just going to hit run, and right now nothing is happening because potentiometer isn't where it needs to be. We spin it to over 50%. Boom. There it goes. You have achieved your program. Now, you can do that, but for over 50% as well. But and start it from there. Now check this out. So what if I already had it turned above 50%? Watch this. It wouldn't wait to turn, it would automatically go. As soon as my 3-second wait finished, it went ahead and went because this was already in that position. So that's one of the issues a lot of people might find is like it goes without me telling it to. Well, you already have told it to because your potentiometer has a reading of greater than 50%. Okay, so that's one of the keys there. Now, let me show you another troubleshooting mishap that I see happen a good bit of the time. And it looks funny and interesting. Like when you see it, you're like, wait a minute, that should make sense. Actually, it doesn't work. Well, pardon me, it works, but not the way you want it to. One more thing before this. Some people might do this right here. They might forget to have a wait in there. And they're like, I told it to go. Well, yes, you turned it on and turned it off in a millisecond. So you might not ever see the motor even glitch or even move. So make sure you have a wait in there. All right, so I'm going to throw that wait back in there. And there we are. Oops, it's at the top. There we are. So I'm going to have that 1 second wait right there. All right, so this is a misconception that some kids do. So I'm going to go ahead and we're not going to do a sequential thing. What we're going to do is they look at it and they go, ooh, an if-then statement. This looks really cool. Let's go ahead and use it. Since I haven't been taught it, let's just use it. So what they'll do is they'll hop in here and they will have everything right. So check this out. So they're going to have everything set up properly. And I want to show you this real quick. I want to show you the proof of it. So right now we are at, I have the potentiometer zeroed back out. So I'm going to hit download. And so what we have set up, it says if the potentiometer is greater than 50%, then the motor will spin for 1 second. Now check this out. So I'm going to show you right here. Here we go. So I'm going to hit run. Wait, 3-second wait is over. Boom. Now we're running our program. I can be like, I turn it. Oh no, nothing's happening. My potentiometer must be bad. No. In actuality, your program already, even though it says it's running over here, it is not. Because, okay, it says it's running, but it's not. Your program is actually already over. So when we look at this, when it actually checked the if-then, when it checked to see if it was over 50%, it checked it, and if it wasn't 50%, program's over. Done. Finito. Nothing. No mas. Here's the deal. If it is over 50%, this will occur. But if it is not, nothing happens. And since you are not looped, and you don't have it going back to check again and again and again and again to infinity and beyond, then your program is done. So, congratulations. It ran. You just didn't know it did. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to go ahead and turn the potentiometer to greater than 50% right now. And I'm going to go ahead and hit download again. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hit run on this screen, and we're just going to see what happens and see if it turns on because it's going to check it once after 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Booyah. It checked it once. It will never check it again because the program is not looped. That is a big misconception and something you might struggle with. You might see your student struggle with, and you might struggle with recognizing it just because you never know. We have those days. So I would like you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.